fight to survive. We're never gonna gain control.
What up, y'all, and welcome to Papyrus Motorsports Park for the 18th race in the 2024 FBRL Napa Truck Series season. It's the final road course on the season, the high-speed 3.77 mile course with 7 corners. Some people say 6. James Silverfox on pole for the first time this year with Zachary Fitzwater Jr. to his right. Teammate to Silverfox, Edward Siemba in row 2 with Richard Johnson. Row 3, Johnson's teammates, Daniel Bouchard and Cameron Lessard. Row 4, Bradley Bishop Jr. and Griffin Lapel McDermott. And in row 5, we have Aiden Carlton and the 2022 race winner, AJ Jones, rounding out the top 10. William Brock, Jerry Cook, row 6. Your closest championship competitors, Noah Hart and Ryan Reed, start alongside each other in row 7. 8 points separate those two in the championship with 5 races to go. Luke Martin's in row 8. He won here back in 2021. Hannah Allen in row 9, another championship competitor, 37 points out, third in the points. We saw William Brock ahead of the top 2. He comes into this race fourth in the points, 50 points back. Those 4 drivers are the heart of the championship race right now. Noah Hart has led the points for a good portion of the season. Time will tell if he can keep holding on to it all the way to the championship, or if one of those 3 can close in and pass him. You also got to wonder, can someone throw their hat in the mix? Got a lot of drivers over a race back, almost 2 races back, including Daniel Bouchard, Richard Johnson, and AJ Jones. Zachary Fitzwater Jr. also just within maybe 3 races back in the championship hunt. Maxwell Dragon Sport makes his first career start today in the 37. He starts with Zachary DeLello to his right. Ben McDonald makes up the final row. Just 39 trucks here today, and it'll be 39 for the rest of the season. As let's go trackside for the command to fire engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Ricky Freeman Jr. making his 69th career start this afternoon. Nice. Ryan Reed makes career start 50. Seth Cole with his 25th career start. And of course, as mentioned at the end of the grid, Maxwell Dragon Sport makes his debut here. 182nd driver to start a Napa Truck Series race. And unless one of these teams fires their driver out of nowhere here at the end of the season, that number will remain at 182. Silverfox and Fitzwater lead them to the green flag. 32 laps of action underway here in Massachusetts. Noah Hart with a great launch there at the back of the top 10 there, making it 3 wide on William Brock. Going to see drivers really spread out here, especially coming down this hill into the only right-hand corner on the racetrack. Drivers got to be careful not to send it in too deep and go right up into that left side wall. You can get stuck there and you will lose all of your track position. Griffin Label McDermott on the top of a 3 wide almost there as they come out of turn number 5. Now, some people call this last corner a 2-turn corner, turn 6 and turn 7. Others just say it's turn 6. But a 6 or 7 turn, 3.77 mile track, either way you look at it. James Silverfox going to lead at the first lap of the race. Teammate Edward Siemba right behind him. Mitsubishi's known for their aerodynamic performance, showing it so far here in the early going of this race. Fitzwater, Bouchard, Richard Johnson, your top 5. GLM Brock, BBJ, Lassard, AJ Jones, the current top 10. As there's Noah Hart, your championship leader, in a 3 wide. With second in the points, Ryan Reed, as Reed will fall behind the 18. You've also got Hannah Allen right here at the back of the picture screen left, drafting off at the 75 of J.D. Martin. And these last 5 races are going to be big for Ryan Reed, Noah Hart, Hannah Allen, and William Brock. No mistakes allowed here in these last 5 races, or you might get yourself eliminated from mathematical contention for the championship, as someone is in the wall there at the top right of the screen. Oh, and we've got several drivers around, including Maxwell, Dragon Sport, Callie DeGarmo, and Aria Carmona. Tristan Grace and Toby Christie also appear to have been involved in some capacity, as was Benedict Myrtle III and potentially Ben McDonald. So an incident here on lap number 2. As so far, Silver Fox, teammate Edward Siemba staying committed to helping him here at the front of the field, has not made a move for the lead. The fuel window today is 8 to 10 laps, so everyone will have to pit 3 times. Tire wear 2.5 to 3.5 seconds. As Griffin Label McDermott looking to get by Daniel Bouchard here and make it a 1-2-3 for Martin Motorsports. As we know, none of these drivers have won yet this season, and time is running out for this trio to get to victory lane. Has not been the year a lot of them had hoped for. Mitsubishi coming out of the gate behind, and just a ton of bad luck, especially for the 15 and the 80. We saw Silver Fox have a good run at Oswego go out the window. He had a good run in New Zealand go out the window. And just a matter of what could have been for Silver Fox this season, but you know this guy wants to get to victory lane one more time. And maybe today will be the day. All right, so we're taking a look at what happened back on lap 2, and it looks like Toby Christie just kind of almost loses it here, and then he bounces into Chase Marks, off of him, right into the outside wall in front of Aria Carmona, who has nowhere to go. This checks up to Garmo, Grace, McDonald, and then, Dragon Sport clips McDonald. That gets McDonald into the Garmo. Then you see Murdo get a piece of Christie, and then Carmona thinks she has it missed, and the Garmo comes right up the track into her, and Dragon Sport goes spinning around. So they almost all made it out of there pretty scotch-free until Dragon Sport just clipped the 9 of McDonald, trying to make a big move to avoid the accident, and instead gets them all involved with damage. On board the number 5 of Aria Carmona. See a little piece there, a little piece of the wall there. Has it made. And then another truck comes from stage left, and that one spins the 5 out completely. Speaking to Toby Christie, the leaders are about to catch him after he has come off a pit road to repair damage. Silver Fox still in the lead, Siemba in second, Bouchard now third. Silver Fox will go high. We'll put the camera on the 11, see what this is going to do. This is going to stack up everyone from Siemba on back. And you can see everyone jostling around, trying to figure out where to go. William Brock going to squeeze it almost 4 wide to get by the 11 of Christie. You do not want to lose too much track position here at this racetrack. Draft can be everything. Now let's see. Will that set up a run for Bouchard or Griffin Label McDermott to catch James Silverfox? As now they're going to go by Benedict Murdo III. You've also got DeGarmo and Carmona up ahead. Now let's see, how does the 23 shuffle the front runners? You see Siemba has fallen from 2nd to 4th. Luke Martin has gained a ton of track position through this so far, but now you can see these drivers that have pit, they might have damage on the straightaways, but they've got new tires, and that's letting them drive away in the corners. Siemba will get by Murdo first. Now here comes Johnson, and now we're going to see Martin, Reed, Cook, BBJ, Noah Hart about all getting held up. Oh, what a move by Jerry Cook to jump down to the bottom in front of Noah Hart. That was clutch. But now Cameron Lessard is being cautious about getting by. Here comes JD Martin on the bottom. 3 wide. Now Noah Hart will go 3 wide. As Reed and BBJ still stacked up. Austin Runkle's going to move forward. Eric Monaco will move forward. And now the 23 is put to the top 3 wide. And you should start to see these leaders get by, but Bradley Bishop Jr. still can't get by Murdo. You can see the tires playing a role here. Tristan Grace, the only one who did not pit, as Daniel Bouchard racing James Silverfox for the lead. This is the first battle for the lead today. And Daniel Bouchard will clear Silverfox for the top position. It's Bouchard, Silverfox, Fitzwater with a bit of a gap right now. Back to 4th place, Richard Johnson. Draft will take care of that here in a jiffy, as Bouchard will be the first new leader on the day, or second leader on the day, I should say. If you go back to last year, the 36 Monster Energy Racing Ram, driven by Huck Davis, won this race. AJ Jones winning in 2022, and Luke Martin winning in 2021, back when Martin drove for Breeding Enterprises. So a Ram with 2 wins at this racetrack, Ford with the 1. And so far, Ram showing once again that they've got pace here in Massachusetts. Now having trouble getting by Ben McDonald. McDonald doesn't appear to have a ton of damage. Same for Carmona. And with their tire advantage here in the middle of the corners, that is going to make it difficult for these drivers to get clear of these lap trucks quickly. Now, because of the lap traffic, the top 7 has been separated from the rest of the field. See William Brock, 7th place here. Last one who got away cleanly. So it's Brock, Siemba, McDermott, Johnson, Fitzwater, Bouchard, and Silverfox. So coming up on McDonald here once again. Silverfox takes the lead back after just 1 lap, of Bouchard with a good enough run, going to make it 3 wide into turn 1. Bouchard and Silverfox dead even as we are approaching the first round of pit stops. Now you see McDonald with his fresher tires, and now with Draft able to push and implicate this battle for the lead. Silver Fox, despite a Mitsubishi working against him, is doing his best to keep the lead from Danny Bouchard, but that is just not going to be the case at this time. Pit stops have begun here on lap 8, coming to lap 9. Jeff Bolton, the first one to pit road, pits alone from 27th place. Now, this will be a curious strategy. There is up to 3.5 seconds of fall off, but draft is really big here. As far as lap times go, you can see drivers at the beginning of the run were running upwards of 117s, 118s. Bolton last time by with draft ran a 119.7. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of lap Bolton will run here by himself. But his first stop is done. Good as time as any to go quickly through the field before this gets all shuffled. So you got Silver Fox, Bouchard, McDermott, top 3. Siemba, Fitzwater, top 5. Johnson, Brock, 6th, 7th. Noah Hart, J.D. Martin, Jerry Cook is your top 10. Lassard, 11th. Luke Martin, 12th. Carlton, 13th. Reed, Rogers, Allen, Runkle, Jones, Marks, Ream. You know who you are. We're just running through this baby real quick just to give y'all an idea where y'all at. Now let's see who is going to pit here on lap 9. It looks like pretty much everyone except for Hannah Allen and Nelson Reeves. And of course the damaged trucks that have already pit. So first 5 in: Silver Fox, Bouchard, McDermott, Fitzwater, and Siemba. And now getting off of pit road here is big. Pit road speed is 55, but typically we see drivers from about the 4th stall on back are able to get up to speed quicker than those in the first 3 stalls. However, if you get a really good pit stop and you get out in the way first, you can block that. Silver Fox with a great pit stop off first. McDermott, Bouchard, 2nd and 3rd. And now here's where the draft gap will begin to form. Oh, and huge contact there between Fitzwater and Jerry Cook. That lifted Fitzwater's truck up off the ground. Fitzwater was cleared to leave his stall and got drilled in the door by the 62. And that truck is damaged. See if we can get a shot of the right side door. Oh yeah, it is caved in. And you see Fitzwater getting split left and right. Here comes his teammate, Ryan Reed. Oh, contact from Reed in the left side door. It looked like he was going to squeak by no problem, but contact occurred. And now Fitzwater's got damage on the left side. 44 appears to be clean, but that stacked up his momentum a ton. And that is big for Reed, considering the championship picture. He did not have a good pit stop to begin with. Noah Hart is way up here. How about Jeff Bolton, pit by himself from 27th and has jumped into the top 10. That is unreal. Nelson Reeves and Hannah Allen leaving pit road now. McDermott has taken the lead. Reeves actually gets off way ahead of Hannah Allen. And Reeves was not really running inside the top 20, I believe, before pit stops either. So a great pit stop for the 99. They just came off of a top 5 run at Oswego. So this is a great pit stop for this team. And that could add another Mitsubishi into the mix here. Let's go back and take another look at what happens here on pit road. So he has to wait on Bouchard. Then has to wait on Richard Johnson. Then Siemba goes. Now Fitzwater starts to go. Oh, Jerry Cook turned to the left. I think he was trying to arc a run, and he turned to the left, and the 91 came out of his stall at the worst possible time. And then let's go back to Ryan Reed. We'll go on board with the 44. You can see Fitzwater is clearly hindered now. Good race gone down the drain, and oh man, he just got into the left rear quarter panel. And it stacked up Reed and put him in the wall a little bit, but a car, or rather his truck, appears to be mostly unscathed. But time will tell here as this race goes on. So right now it is Bouchard, McDermott, and Silver Fox separated from the rest of the field, but 4th through 8th is closing in. And they should get the draft at the top 3 here in a matter of a few laps. And that includes Richard Johnson, William Brock, Noah Hart, Jeff Bolton, and J.D. Martin. So your points leader, Noah Hart, currently running inside the top 5. He just got by Brock for 5th. Brock now is in 6th place. Siemba, Nelson Reeves make up the back of the top 10 in a group that includes Cameron Lessard and Aiden Carlton, as well as Lapdown Truck, Arya Carmona, and Maxwell Dragon Sport. 13th is Austin Rogers. 14th is Hannah Allen. A third of our Championship 4 at this point in time. And when I say Championship 4, I mean those in one race range points-wise. Chase Marks, decent day, running in 15th. AJ Jones has not had the day he has wanted. He sits 16th. And you've got Monaco, Bradley Ream, Zachary DeLello, who we saw start all the way near the back, is into the top 20. And our 2021 winner, Luke Martin. You have to keep going back here. How about Angel Gutierrez here in the top 30? Jerry Cook appears his damage is hurting him now. He's dropped several positions a lap. Ryan Reed now running 27th place, and he's at the back of a draft train that's pretty stretched out, so it's going to be hard to move forward. Strategy is likely going to have to come into play here for this 44 team if they want to gain back some positions. They did qualify in the top 15. They stayed up there for a bit. So this truck does not appear to be overly damaged. He should be able to find the way to gain some track position back. Talked about it being a 3-stop race. Well, here comes strategy. Jeff Bolton back down pit road on lap 15. Cameron Lessard is electing to do the same, and Chase Marks coming in as well. Some teams took notice of Bolton's undercut working dividends, despite him coming out of the pits alone. And Bolton got into the lead draft, now pitting by himself to try and stay in the lead draft. Chase Marks included. Toby Christie coming in for his, I believe, 2nd stop of the race. As Fitzwater Jr. has been told to come down and pit to fix damage. Actually, no. That truck might just be off pace completely. Looks like damage has been fixed. I'm hearing Fitzwater Jr. has been told he is not making minimum speed, and they are asking the 91 to park it for the day. That is very unfortunate for Fitzwater Jr. So second group closed up there right as Bolton came to pit road. It looks like J.D. Martin might be losing touch with the draft. Let's see, does anyone here come in on this lap? The answer is no. I will say Bolton jumped about a lap sooner than he had last time. He pit on lap 8. This time he pit on lap 15. No signs of anyone coming in this time by. So it looks like Bolton, Lessard, and Marks jumped the gun a bit here. Now, I'm not sure if the strategy will work out the same way because of that. It worked the first time because Bolton pit, and then 33 trucks pit the next lap, and it stacked a ton of people up, and it let him gain track position. I'm not so sure that's going to work this time because you're going another lap where the leaders are all in draft. So this might not work out the same way it had intended, and Bolton, from doing it the first time, dragged Cameron Lessard and Chase Marks down with him. But if Bolton can come back out in the lead group, he will be at a tire disadvantage. Right now, these top 6 appear to be the favorites. You've got Bouchard, McDermott, Johnson, Silver Fox, Brock, and Noah Hart. J.D. Martin is trying his best to stay in the lead draft here, but he is slowly waning here to the front runners. As McDermott will look back for the race lead, a bit of a heartbreaker at the end of the race last time out at Oswego. McDermott was in the mix for the win, was running inside the top 5 and had to slam the brakes after Carmona blew an engine on the track and Richard Johnson slammed into her. And then they were racing back to the caution, and McDermott came back to the line 13th. Ended up finishing the race just outside of the top 10. And of course, Carmona was hit with that heavy points penalty and is on probation for the next few races. But McDermott, he wants this win. He's up here once again with a chance to do it. You know, gotta wonder, after so many things have gone wrong for McDermott, that he's just hoping nothing goes wrong this time around. Bouchard will get to his inside here. Hearing some of these drivers might be trying to pit this time. Yeah, Bouchard and Silver Fox are checking up. McDermott will get down as well. So the top 7 will come to pit road. Nelson Reeves will stay out once again. This time he's got draft help from the 5 of Carmona. Hannah Allen stays out. Everyone else is a lap truck staying out at the moment. Doesn't look like any other leaders are looking to stay out here. And yes, indeed, that is it for now. Nelson Reeves and Hannah Allen pitting second time by are complete. Finish their stop. Look at the gap Griffin Lepo McDermott has over the rest of the front runners. I mean, he is way out there. Bolton, not too hurt after all, comes out right next to Daniel Bouchard and William Brock. As you see, Cameron Lessard just in front of Aiden Carlton. Chase Marks about where he was. So they didn't really gain anything this time, but they didn't lose anything either. Nelson Reeves will come out right behind Richard Johnson. So Reeves with a great pit stop going the extra lap. And that should put Reeves in the mix for this thing. Everything going right here today for Griffin Lepo McDermott. Gotta make you think today could be the day. Races are running out. Michigan is next. Michigan is going to be kind of super speedway-like at the beginning of runs, and then once tire wear hits, the field will spread out. But then after that, you've got the super speedway of Seattle. Then the short track of Richmond. Qualifying is going to be huge there, but also not hitting the commitment line entering pit road will be big. And then Homestead, known to be a very fun race. Lots of lead changes. Anyone can win there, and it'll be the season finale at that. It's William Brock making a move there, almost 3 wide on Bouchard and McDermott for the race lead. Silver Fox back up here in the mix for the lead as well. Bolton kind of in the way now, considering his tires are so much older. Noah Hart, Richard Johnson will look to get by the 25 as quickly as possible, because Nelson Reeves is up here with the freshest tires on the track. You see Lessard also kind of in the way of Aiden Carlton. And that is the last 2 drivers in the top 10. Siemba, JD Martin, Austin Rogers, all just outside of it. You got AJ Jones 14th. How about Zachary DeLello up more positions now, up to 15th place. DeLello, another driver searching for his first career Napa Truck Series win. And it has not come yet this season. So 11 laps to go here at the start-finish line. Everyone still has to make one more pit stop. William Brock to the inside of Bouchard for the lead. This will be the first time all race we see the number 1 truck at the point. Brock's only win this year came at a road course similar to this, coming at Italy, which was a super speedway road course hybrid, much like this track. Could today be the day William Brock gets to go back to victory lane for the second time this season. He's had a multi-win season every year he's driven in trucks. And if he could get the win today, it would be his 8th win of his Napa Truck Series career, putting him 2 behind Ryan Butcher and 3 behind Luke Martin. James Silverfox, we know, won those 2 races on a part-time basis last year. He's looking for the first win of the year and 3rd of his career. Daniel Bouchard with the win earlier this year at Talladega, looking for win number 2 on the season. Noah Hart we saw win very early at Phoenix. And Noah has not gone back to victory lane, but has had a ton of consistency this season. 10 laps to go. It's the Martin Motorsports Mitsubishis at the front of the field. 6 truck pack here at the front. Nelson Reeves leads the second group of 7th to 10th. But Jeff Bolton, Cameron Lessard will likely fall off of that as they are on older tires. So now the question is, when do you pit? When do you come to pit road here? Because we've seen the undercut is typically the better way to go. But if you have draft help, the overcut works too. So as Brock runs in 3rd and Noah Hart sits in 5th, let's find Hannah Allen. Allen is down to 19th. Overcut did not work well for her at all here the second time around. Ryan Reed still down in 30th place. As you see, Benedict Myrtle III, Callie DeGarmo, Fitzwater, and Toby Christie have all been parked for the day earlier on. Silver Fox back in the lead again and holding strong here as we come to 9 to go. Here we go. Final pit stops of the day. Silver Fox, Brock, Johnson, Noah Hart, the first ones to come in from the leaders. Carlton will bring down a big chunk of drivers here from the back mid-pack groups. Ooh, Bradley Ream gets into Zachary DeLello a little bit there. Tristan Grace is coming out of pit road here, remember. He is way off the field because of that accident. So McDermott stayed out, Bouchard stayed out, Reeves, J.D. Martin, I believe, all staying on the racetrack. Silver Fox off pit road first, Brock second, Richard Johnson third. Noah Hart with a terrible pit stop, loses a ton of time. That's likely going to cost him a chance of fighting for the win. He comes out behind A.J. Jones, who might not get the draft of Aiden Carlton. See, Benjamin Snyder, Bishop Jr. have also stayed out along with Hannah Allen. So McDermott and Bouchard, top 2 on the track. Are they coming in this time by? They are not. So the 85 and the 30 going long here, electing to stay out. Reeves has no draft help. He will duck it down the pit road. J.D. Martin will go another lap. Hannah Allen down this time by as well. That leaves just BBJ and Snyder, and those 2 will stay out too. So out of our first group, it is Silver Fox, Brock, and Richard Johnson, and this might have been the play to undercut because these 3 are drafting with fresh tires right now, and it might be too little too late to overcut here at the end and gain that time back. You gotta hope you come out with draft. The play could also be to take less fuel though, maybe take 2 tires. As weird of a call that would be at this point. But you got to figure that these 2 at the front here, they're going to come down this time by. They've got to. So 5 drivers left on the track. There'll be 6 laps to go at the line. And they're coming to pit road. McDermott and Bouchard down in the pit lane. Can they Can they have a good enough pit stop here and get back out with the top 3? JD Martin is in. Bishop Jr. and Benjamin Snyder will pit. Here's Silver Fox Brock. McDermott, left sides are up. And left sides are down. And they are waiting on Bradley Bishop Jr., who will get in the way and cost the 85 a ton of time. There go the top 3. Not even Bouchard will come out in range of them. Overcut call here was not the way to go. And even worse for McDermott, he loses a ton of time because the crew chief told him to wait on fuel, and then Bradley Bishop Jr. was coming into the stall directly in front of his. McDermott should have draft here of the second group. They should be able to mount a charge if these top 3 start racing for the lead. Silver Fox has yet to win this season. Same goes for Mitsubishi. Looking to change that today. William Brock looking for win number 2 on the season. In what would be just the 3rd win for Ford this season, it has been Brock and AJ Jones, with the lone wins for Ford this year, and Shark House Performance. And then you've got Richard Johnson. Was the favorite to win last time out at Oswego. Has already won 3 races this season. Could he get a 4th and throw his name back in the championship mix? Johnson to the inside of Silver Fox. Here comes William Brock now looking for the lead. The second pack is over almost 7 seconds behind these 3. Brock all over the bumper of Johnson. Noah Hart sits in 4th place. Championship picture-wise, Hannah Allen is in 20th. Ryan Reed is still in 30th. So Noah Hart trying to get as many points as possible today. If he can get 4th, that would be big for him in the championship. But there are other hungry drivers up here looking for a top 5. And you know, after running in the top 5 all day, Bouchard and McDermott likely want to finish there. Jones, Bouchard, McDermott make moves here off of the final corner. Jones not quite to the inside of Noah Hart. Now he will be. Bouchard and McDermott with the freshest tires here in this group. They've got a 2-lap advantage on most of these drivers. Just a 1-lap advantage on the 99. Bouchard's going to send it 3 wide the long way around into turn 4. Can't quite get it to stick. Still looking good though. Now here into turn 5 comes the 30. Oh, had to really check up there, but should be able to set up a run here. McDermott now looking to the inside of Noah Hart, trying to get draft off Bouchard. And this is going to drop Noah Hart out of the top 5. Now every position in the top 10 is 2 points per position. And Ryan Reed is hoping, Hannah Allen is hoping, that he can drop a ton of spots here. Maybe fall to 12th outside of the top 10. That would be big for those two in the championship. McDermott looking to make it 3 wide on Bouchard and AJ Jones. Bouchard clear. McDermott gets clear. Nelson Reeves looking to go by Jones for 6th. Can't quite do it, but these two on freshest tires are clear of the pack. They have not gained anything on the top three, who have mostly been single file. And now the battle turns for the battle for the win. Richard Johnson running a bit high. Defensive line here into 5. Brock still trying to get a good run here through the corner as they're coming up on Maxwell Dragonsport. Johnson gets just clear of William Brock as they head off into 6. And the leaders are single file here, coming to 2 laps to go. Is there anyone else to worry about? Oh yeah, there is. Tristan Grace and Ben McDonald are up the road. And they are racing for position. Brock looked to the inside of Johnson there. Couldn't get it to stick. Now Silver Fox goes to his inside in 2. That's going to check both of them up. That might have actually been a pretty good play here. They could get a huge run on Johnson here next time around. Johnson and Silver Fox, veterans of the Sony Cup Series. Brock, veteran of the Hardee's National Series and now the Napa Truck Series. And out of these 3, Brock, closest in the championship fight to Noah Hart. Johnson could have been really close had last week gone his way. Now looking to make up for it and be able to say, I'm still in this fight. And make it 2 in a row here at Papyrus for Monster Energy Racing as they catch McDonald and Grace coming to the white flag. McDonald makes a move for position on Grace. Brock now makes a move for the lead on Johnson. Johnson trying to push Tristan Grace back by Ben McDonald. Side by side. For the lead here, coming to turn 2. Silver Fox will make it 3 wide for the race lead. Who has the advantage here as they come down the hill? Brock clears Silver Fox. Off in the turn 4, Brock with a nose on Richard Johnson. Brock, close, quarter panel, clear. William Brock to the race lead. McDonald and Grace going nowhere. They're still up here in this mix, playing a role. Brock checks up big for McDonald. That's going to back him up to Silver Fox. Silver Fox with a huge move for 2nd through turn 5. Can he get to the inside of William Brock? He's looking. He's looking. Johnson will have to fall back and settle for 3rd, but can Silver Fox use the lappers to get this win? They're both getting a huge run. Off the final corner, McDonald makes a move low. So does Silver Fox. Drag race to the start-finish line. It's William Brock for the 2nd time in 2024. Silver Fox comes up short by 37 one-thousandths of a second. Richard Johnson comes home in 3rd. McDermott and Bouchard get 4th and 5th, but they've got to be wondering what could have been had they maybe pit just a lap later instead of 2 laps later. Brock gets Ford their 26th win in series history. 4 races remain. Still a chance Toyota could surpass Ford if Toyota goes on a hot streak, but Dodge Ram is solid at the top for manufacturer wins all time. Chevy has 4th locked up. Potentially, they could tie Toyota for 3rd if they go on a hot streak. And Shark House Performance with their 3rd win in series history. joins Martin Motorsports and Shade Bianco Racing as a 3-time winner in the series. AJ Jones comes home in 6th. Noah Hart 7th. Brock going to gain a good amount of points here in the championship with this win. Nelson Reeves, another great run in 8th. That's his second top 10 in a row. Aiden Carlton 9th, and Karen Lassard round out your top 10. How about Eric Monaco coming home in 11th? Jeff Bolton using that strategy to get up to 12th. Austin Runkle 14th today. Hannah Allen 17th, going to lose some points to Noah Hart in the championship fight. Angel Gutierrez, man, 18th. What a good day for him. Seth Cole in 20th. Edward Siemba, we saw him top 3, but he ended up falling and finishing 21st today. Luke Martin, 27th. Bradley Bishop Jr., 28th. Not good days for them. Ryan Reed, 30th. So after going all the way up to be 8 points back after the win at Oswego, Reed will likely drop back down here a good bit, but will still be within 1 race range. And then, of course, bad days for everyone here outside of the top 30. And a big heartbreaker there for Fitzwater. That'll do it for me here from Massachusetts. We are done with right turns for the season. What a year of road course racing it has been. Great race here at Papyrus to cap it off. 4 races remain in the championship. Michigan, Seattle, Richmond, and Homestead. I am going to try and get some people on for those races. I think it'd be good to go out with a bang for the series. Get some co-commentators on. Haven't done co-commentators. I don't think I've done co-commentators all season. So, yeah. Hoping to get some people on. And I'll see y'all from Michigan. Congrats to William Brock once again on the win. 2nd win of the season. 8th win of his Napa Truck Series career. And he now sits 2nd in the point standings.